You are about right. Goodbye, comrades. Hello. Today is April 1st, which marks the beginning of the second quarter of the year 2025, and of course the end of the first quarter. And I suppose that all the office heads, department heads, have been able to review the first quarter and also set goals for the second quarter. In any case, I think that the idea is to sacrifice oneself, to always give the best of oneself for the happiness of our people, and so that our homeland can shine. I invite everyone to set new goals for the second quarter, to give the best of themselves, both in service and in everyday life, so that our homeland can shine, may continue to shine. As for the various fighting forces on the ground, I want to pay tribute to them here for the exceptional work that has been done throughout the past quarter. We have been able to make significant progress on the ground. We have been able to reclaim areas that were under control. Terrorists, 4 or 5 years ago. We have thus been able to liberate these areas. Other areas are currently in the consolidation phase, which is therefore a very significant progress. But also to call on the other forces in these areas which are in a relative calm to remain vigilant, to be on constant watch. Because the treachery of the enemy means that when we are in a relative calm and we lower our guard, we can often take hits. So it is to invite all those who are in a position of relative security to always remain vigilant and not be caught off guard. And to the other forces living in the nation, it is to invite all workers to double their efforts so that 2025 is a year crowned with success at all levels. As for the general public, I will invite people to be vigilant, because today, more than ever, the stateless, the enemies of the nation, are very active, and you will be able to see it. On the lagoon side, they have been gathering for several days. Their goal is to bring Burkina Faso to life, the events of '87. We forget that times have changed, and we are on a war footing. We are waiting for them firmly, their mercenaries and their actions. I want to say it, we will be ruthless. They can continue to dream, but Burkina will move forward. And that is why, since Zinare the last time, I invite everyone to be very vigilant, not to succumb to manipulation. As you can see, their action boils down to disinformation, manipulation, subversion. Everyone must therefore remain calm with the objective in mind to avoid being misled, because we will also be unsparing towards those who allow themselves to be manipulated. Only those who are greedy, those who want everything for themselves, can be manipulated by those stateless individuals. Let's stay focused. And if we need to say it, let's say it loudly here. We are not in a democracy, we are indeed in a revolution, progressive, popular. Everyone needs to understand that. And it's even more surprising that those who are supposed to be the intellectuals who have been educated can imagine that a country can develop in democracy. That's false. When you cite a single country that has developed in democracy, it's not possible. Democracy is only the culmination. You inevitably go through a revolution, and we are indeed in a revolution. For those who hadn't understood it, we say it again, yes, loudly. Everyone needs to internalize this. And our role to communicate, to explain, to make people understand what our revolution is, we will continue to play it. So yeah, this question of democracy or libertinism, of action or expression, has no place. I said it once, as much as you think you are free to speak and act, the other is also free to speak and act. And there, we end up with a society of disorder. And as it happens, it is fitting that we are in the midst of celebrating patriotic days. The theme is indeed order and discipline. We do not make a revolution in disorder. It is impossible. And order, we are going to establish order and discipline so that we can progress. Because social, economic, political, ideological reforms need order and discipline. And everyone has a role to play in this. So, embrace the revolution, because many people for the past 2 years